Well, fans, welcome back to Pirate Field as we get set for game number 2 of our Peach Belt Conference doubleheader. And it will begin the way it ended, with Ethan Bader on the mound for the Pirates. He came in with the tying run at second and 1 out and struck out Josh Miller and Nick Arenas to preserve the 12-11 win over the Pacers. The Pirates have taken the first 2 games of the series and now turn to Bader here in game number 3. As he will be countered by left-hander Derek Beasley for USC Aiken. Defensively for the Pirates here in game number 2, John Roberts will be doing the catching. Drew Walker will be at third, Alex Frederick at short, Mike Barnhill at second, RJ Dennard at first, and in the outfield from left to right, it's Zach Taylor, Casey Maloney, and Cody Powell. And for USC Aiken, leading things off, Stephen Carman, the shortstop, Josh Miller, and Nick Arenas will bat. The same batting lineup for head coach Kenny Thomas in game 2 as it was in game 1. You can't argue with that because the Pacers put together 22 hits in game 1, but were on the losing end by just 1 run. Tyler Bordeaux will bat cleanup. Will Tankersley will bat 5th. Bill Gerstenschlager will bat 6th. Tyler Barkill will bat 7th, as there's a ground ball to second off the bat of Carman. Mike Barnhill flips it to first, and that's the first out of the inning. J.J. Loker bats 8th, and Stephen Bellatoni bats 9th. As Josh Miller steps to the plate, 1 for 6 in game 1 of our doubleheader, but he drove in 3 runs, including a solo home run. And a big swing and a miss on the fastball from Bader, and it's an 0-1 count. Miller came into the weekend as the leading hitter for USC Aiken. Pops this one up a mile high into left field, foul territory, giving chases Taylor, but he will not be able to catch up to it. And it's a 2-strike count now on Miller. Ethan Bader making his 10th start of the year. 7-3 on the season. Began the day with a 4.18 earned run average. Obviously that went down slightly with the 2/3 of an inning he pitched in game 1. 65 and a third innings pitched for Bader, 72 hits given up. He has walked 17 and struck out 67. As the fastball is high, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch popped up. Again, foul territory, but this is playable for Drew Walker as he navigates the wind and makes the catch for out number 2. So with 2 down, Nick Arenas will come to the plate. Arenas, the only player in the lineup for USC Aiken in game 1 not to get a hit. He was 0 for 6 with 0 for 5. He did draw a walk, and he also struck out 3 times. Bader's 0-1 delivery is right over the plate again, and it's 0-2. Pitch hit in the air to center field. On the run is Cody Powell, and he will make the leaping grab for the final out of the inning. Powell retires Arenas on a well-hit ball to center field. We go to the bottom of the first. Pirates coming to bat. starting pitcher in game number 2 of our doubleheader for USC Aiken is sophomore left-hander Derek Beasley, the Harlem, Georgia native.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 7, Casey Maloney.
6-2 on the season with a 2.50 earned run average. Beasley making his 10th start of the year, 50 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up only 44 hits. He has walked 12 and struck out 58, so good numbers for the lefty as he will face, in order, Casey Maloney, Zach Taylor, and Alex Frederick here in the first. And the first pitch from Beasley is low for a ball. R.J. Denner bats cleanup. John Roberts will bat 5th and catch for the Pirates here in game number 2. Clayton Miller will serve as the DH. He will bat 6th. As there's a fly ball into center field right at Bellatani, he will make the catch for out number 1. Drew Walker bats 7th, Cody Powell 8th, and Mike Barnhill 9th for the Pirates against Beasley as Zach Taylor comes to the plate. Taylor 1 for 3 in game 1 of our doubleheader, was walked twice, once intentionally. And if you would have told me before the weekend started that the Pirates would have won the first 2 games of this series and Zach Taylor would have no RBIs in the series, I would have not believed you. But that's a testament to the depth of the Pirates lineup and the production all throughout from hitters 1 through 9. As Taylor fouls off the 0-1 pitch, and it's now 0-2. 0-2 pitch, big swing and a miss, strike 3, and Taylor strikes out on 3 pitches against Beasley. And with 2 down, it brings up Alex Frederick.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 8, Alex Frederick.
Frederick steps in. He was hitless in game 1, but was hit twice. Also had a sacrifice, so officially just 0 for 2 in the first game of our doubleheader. 1-0 pitch fouled off the ankle of Frederick, and he'll have to take a couple of moments to compose himself. He went right down after hitting that ball off his foot. Frederick, the senior from Baltimore, Maryland, leading the Pirates in doubles. Having an outstanding year, both offensively and defensively. As the next pitch is low for a ball. So the 2-1 delivery from Beasley to Frederick is low again, and it's now 3-1. Bottom of the first, game 2 of our Peach Bowl Conference doubleheader. Hope you're having an outstanding Easter Sunday. 3-1 pitch, grounded to third. Up with it is Loker, throws on to first, and 3 up, 3 down go the Pirates in the bottom of the first. We head to the top of the second, no score between the Pirates and the Pacers. Top of the second inning here at Pirate Field.
Pacers, number 23, Tyler Bordeaux.
Tyler Bordeaux leads things off for the Pacers. Bordeaux 2 for 5 with a pair of runs driven in game number 1 of our doubleheader, and the first pitch to him from Ethan Bader is a strike. 0-1 pitch sails high for a ball. Ground ball to second, fielded by Barnhill. Throws on to first, and there's one away. So with one down, it brings up Will Tankersley. He was a tough out for the Pirates in game 1 as he was 3 for 5 with hits in his last 3 at-bats, including a double. Swings and misses at the Ethan Bader fastball for strike 1. It's on the pitch by Bader, and it's now 0-2 on the Pacers' right fielder, Ethan Bader. Getting the start after preserving game number 1. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It's loose in the dirt, but Roberts will be able to tag the batter, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Pacers,
and it brings up the designated hitter, Bill Gerstenslager. Gerstenslager 2 for 5 with an RBI in game number 1 of our doubleheader. Bader's 1-0 pitch is a little outside, I guess, and it's 2-0. Pitch, that is a strike at the knees to the 6-6 DH for USC Aiken. Again, Gerstenslager, a transfer from Mercyhurst. Hits this one down the right field line, but it will kick foul. It hits foul by about a foot. And the count moves to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the top of the second. Game 2 between the Pirates and the Pacers. And Ethan Bader's 2-2 delivery is swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will retire the side. Bader strikes out 2. We go to the bottom of the second. No score from Savannah. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field, bottom of the second inning. R.J. Dennard, John Roberts, and Clayton Miller due up for the Pirates. As Dennard steps in after A big first game of the doubleheader.
Dennard.
3 for 4 was Dennard with 4 runs driven in, including a bases clearing triple, his first triple as a Pirate. And the first pitch from Derek Beasley, the lefty, is a strike to the lefty Dennard. 0-1 pitch hit up the middle, and that is a leadoff single for Dennard as he continues to scorch the ball for the Pirates this weekend. 5 hits now in the series for Dennard. And it gives the Pirates their first base runner of the game as John Roberts strides to the plate.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 24, John Roberts.
John Roberts comes to the plate, 3 for 5 with an RBI in game number 1. Quick throw over to first, and Dennard actually was leaning the wrong way, but able to get back in time. Another throw over to first. Beasley does have a pair of pickoffs this year. First pitch to Roberts is low and in for ball 1. Next pitch down low from Beasley. And the 2-0 pitch, fastball fisted foul down the right side for strike 1. The 2-1 pitch again fouled by Roberts on a play. Now 2-2 to the senior catcher. And a 2-2 pitch is grounded to short, bobbled by Carmen, and so an error on the shortstop Carmen will put 2 on with nobody out for Clayton Miller. Miller shows bunt, takes a strike from Beasley. Clayton 1 for 3 with a single and a pair of walks in game number 1, but looking to move the runners up here into scoring position. Pitch is low, or excuse me, high. Miller thought about throwing down to first, but Barkle was off the bag, and now Miller will give some defensive signals to his infield. So now everyone should be on the same page for the Pacers defensively. R.J. Dennard at second. John Roberts at first. They run the pickoff throw and almost throw the ball into center field, but the second baseman, Bordeaux, able to block it. A lot can go wrong there if you're the Pacers, and you can't imagine that Dennard will be too far away from the bag. The 1-1 pitch from Beasley, fastball bunted foul down the third base side, and it's now 1-2. again, the pitcher Beasley looks the runner Dennard back to the bag. With 2 strikes, I would not expect the bunt sign to still be on with Miller. One-two pitch, grounded foul down the third base side. Nice stop by third base coach Calvin Culberson. One-two pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3, and Miller out on strikes. So first out of the inning for Beasley. And it brings up Drew Walker. Walker with a pair of doubles in game number 1. Takes a strike on the inside corner here, including a bases clearing double to left that broke a 7-7 tie and helped the Pirates to the 12-11 win in game 1. Ground ball, high chopper. This is a fair ball into right field. 1 run will score. And the Pirates are going to take a 1-0 lead on the RBI single by Drew Walker.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 38, Cody Powell.
So that will bring up Cody Powell. One for 5 with an RBI single in game number 1. Another big RBI opportunity for the sophomore as he shows bunt, and the throw over to first chases Walker back to the bag. Powell in this spot in game 1 with runners at the corners tried to squeeze bunt and ended up grounding into a fielder's choice as they cut down the runner at home. He takes the pitch for a strike here, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is bunted foul down the first base side, and it's now 0-2. O2 pitch in the dirt, taken for a ball. John Roberts on at third, Drew Walker on at first. 1 run in for the Pirates here in the bottom of the second, but Armstrong looking for more. As Beasley delivers the 1-2 pitch, and it hits him. So Powell will head down to first. And the bases are now loaded for Mike Barnhill.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 17, Mike Barnhill.
Barnhill 1 for 3 in game 1 with a double. He was in this spot in yesterday's game. Pirates end up scoring a pair of runs on a ground ball and an error. And Barnhill looks at a strike from Beasley, and it's 0-1. Little high chopper over to the first base coaching box will be a foul ball. And Barnhill falls behind in the count 0-2. The 0-2 delivery hit in the air, and that will be caught by the second baseman throw on double off Walker, and that will end the inning. But the Pirates score the first one of the ball game on the RBI single by Drew Walker. We go to the top of the third, 1-0 Pirates. We move to the top of the third inning. Bottom third of the order for USC Aiken against Ethan Bader as Ty Barkle comes to the plate. Barkle 4 for 5 in game number 1 with a pair of doubles. And Bader's first pitch is hit in the air to center field. Drifting back as Maloney. He will make the grab for out number 1.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 10, J.J. Loker.
So that brings up J.J. Loker. 1 for 3 in game 1 with a bunt single. And Bader's first pitch sails high and away for a ball. Again, Ethan Bader, the Peach Bowl Conference's leader in wins and strikeouts, 7-3 coming into the game. Also picked up his first save of the year as this is grounded to second off the bat of Loker. Throw on to first, and there's quickly 2 down. Bader came in and worked 2/3 of an inning in game 1. Second time he's done that this year. He did that in Montevallo as the Pirates took that series, came in game 1, trying to close out a win over the Falcons, and then ended up starting game 2. High chopper to third, fielded by Walker. 3 up, 3 down go the Pacers in the third. We head to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Armstrong. Casey Maloney leads off the bottom of the third inning for the
Now batting
Pirates.
for the Pirates, number 7, Casey Maloney.
It'll be Maloney, Taylor, and Frederick to face Derek Beasley. Beasley gave up a run, loaded the bases, but got out of it as Barnhill popped into a double play. And Maloney looks at a first pitch high for ball one. Casey 0 for 1 in this game, 3 for 5 in the doubleheader. Had 3 hits and a sacrifice fly in game one. Pops this one foul out of play. And it's 1-1. Again, the Pirates will hit the road for their next 4 games. Pirates will be at Pfeiffer on Tuesday for a non-conference contest. And then a 3-game series at Flagler on Friday and Saturday before returning home a week from Tuesday for a non-conference affair against conference opponent Augusta State. 2-1 pitch in the dirt from Beasley. It's now 3-1. Still waiting to see when the Pirates will rotate back around and get Augusta State on the schedule. Arguably the closest team to the Pirates in the league, and yet they have not met in conference action in 3 years. The 3-2 delivery from Beasley is called strike 3, and Maloney out on strikes. Third strikeout for Beasley, and the first out of the inning as Zach Taylor comes to the plate.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 12, Zach Taylor.
Taylor, a strikeout victim of Beasley in the first inning. Swings and hits a line drive into deep right center field. This is going to short hop the fence. Taylor thought about digging for 3, but will pull up with a double. And Zach Taylor has his first extra base hit of the weekend. His 13th double of the year, and he is in scoring position for Alex Frederick.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 8, Alex Frederick.
Frederick grounded out to third in the first inning. Pickoff throw to second, but Taylor back easily. And now Beasley wants a new baseball. First pitch to Frederick is high for a ball. Alex still looking for his first hit of the day. He was 0 for 2 in game 1. 1-0 pitch. That is a strike. And it's now 1-1. 1-1 pitch, big swing and a miss, and it's now 1-2. One-two pitch hit in the air to center field, but drifting back is Bellatani. He will make the catch for out number 2.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 32, R.
So that'll bring up R.J. Dennard, who singled and scored in the second. Freshman from Soperton with an RBI opportunity here, and the first pitch is up around his head, and Denner ducks out of the way. And it's 1-0. the next pitch, again a high fastball, and Dennard could not hold up on his swing. It's now 1-1. Zach Taylor on at second. He hit a one-out double to right center. Dennard trying to bring him home. The 1-1 pitch from Beasley is right over the plate for a strike, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch hit up the middle. That's a base hit. Rounding third is Taylor. He will score without a throw, and R.J. Dennard comes up with another clutch hit. And it's now 2-0.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 24, John Roberts.
So that'll bring up John Roberts. He reached on an error in the second. And he swings and hits a deep drive to right, but drifting back and making the catch is Will Tankersley, and that will retire the side. But the Pirates played another run on the RBI single by Dennard. We're through 3 here at Pirate Field. 2-0 Armstrong. Top of the order for the Pacers here in the fourth as Stephen Carmen leads things off for USC Aiken, looking at a pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Carmen grounded out to second in the first inning after collecting 5 hits in game number 1 of our doubleheader. The 2-0 pitch from Bader is low for a ball, and it's now 3-0 to the leadoff hitter, Stephen Carmen. And the 3-0 pitch is called a ball, so Carmen walks on 4 pitches to lead off the inning. And it brings up the catcher, Josh Miller. Miller fouled out to third his first time up. Runner goes in the first pitch, throw down to second, and Carmen will be safe as Barnhill can't handle the throw in the dirt. So Carmen steals his Peach Belt Conference leading 35th base of the year. And he is now in scoring position for Miller. Bader looks in for the sign from Roberts. Looks the runner Carmen back. And the bunt to third will be fielded by Walker. He'll throw on to first. Sacrifice successful as Carmen moves to third. And the Pacers have a runner at third and less than 2 out for Nick Arenas.
For the Pacers, number 6, Nick Arenas.
Arenas lined out to Cody Powell, who made a diving grab to end the first inning. Swings and misses at the high fastball from Bader, and it's 0-1. One pitch right over the plate for a strike. And it's 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch sails way high. Roberts has to come out of his crouch to glove it. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt, blocked again by Roberts. It's 2-2. With the runner on third, Bader works from the stretch. The 2-2 pitch is high, and it's 3-2. So Arenas doing a nice job laying off the high pitches. He struck out on a high fastball in the 9th against Bader. And he can't fault Ethan for wanting to get that out again that way, but now the full count pitch is high, ball 4. Pirate fans thought it was letter high, but evidently it was not, and Arenas trots down to first. First walk issued by Bader in the game, and it brings up the second baseman, Tyler Bordeaux. Bordeaux grounded to second in the second, so he has 0 for 1 in this game after going 2 for 5 in game number 1. First pitch is right over the plate for a strike. Again, USC Aiken leads the Peach Belt's East Division with a 15-8 record. Lander is currently second at 13-8, but just a half game separates second and fourth, and a full game separates second and fifth. It is about as jumbled as you can get between Lander, Francis Marion, Armstrong, and UNC Pembroke. The 1-1 pitch from Bader is a strike, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch poked in the air to left. On the run is Taylor, and he cannot make the catch in foul territory. It was a long run, but probably not the worst thing that he didn't catch it, because Carmen would have been able to tag and score from third had Taylor gotten that out. And you still have now the possibility of getting a ground ball and maybe turning two to get out of the inning without a run scoring. Throw over to first, but Arenas back to the bag. So again, the 1-2 pitch from Bader. Again, a throw to first. That's 3 straight throws to first. Bader trying to cut down that lead of Arenas. Help out his defense here. The 1-2 pitch. Runner goes, and it's called strike 3. And Arenas will steal second without a throw, but Bordeaux is out on strikes.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 17, Will Tankersley.
And it brings up Will Tankersley. So hopefully Bader can bear down here and get the final out. Otherwise, a single might tie it up. Tankersley struck out against Bader in the second inning. Fires down in North Florida drifting up. Started getting a little bit of smoke here around Pirate Field. Swing and a miss by Tankersley, and it's an 0-1 count. Bader's 0-1 delivery in the dirt. Roberts cannot block it, and it's going to be a wild pitch to score a run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. So the wild pitch from Ethan Bader scores the first run of the ball game, and Tankersley takes a pitch high, and it's now 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is fouled out of play, and it's now 2-2. Two-two pitch popped up behind the plate. Roberts settles underneath it, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. But USC Aiken scores a run. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 2-1 Armstrong.
Pirates, number 5, Clayton Miller.
Clayton Miller, Drew Walker, and Cody Powell here in the bottom of the fourth to face Derek Beasley, the left-hander for USC Aiken. Fly ball into left field. No trouble for Arenas. He will make the catch for out number 1. And that will bring up Drew Walker, who singled in a run in the second inning.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 31, Drew Walker.
So Walker 3 hits in the doubleheader. Takes a strike from Beasley. And it's 0-1. Lefty Walker against the lefty Beasley, and another strike makes it an 0-2 count. 0-2 pitch down and away, taken for a ball. The Armstrong men's and women's golf teams competing in the Peach Belt Conference Championships beginning tomorrow. 2 days of action at Callaway Gardens just outside of Columbus in Pine Mountain, Georgia. You can follow along with live scoring from the tournament on our website. We have a tournament page set up at armstrongpirates.com. Follow both the women and the men. They'll be playing 2 separate courses. The Callaway Gardens Resort has 2 championship level courses. As there is a pop-up into very shallow left field. The shortstop Carmen on the outfield grass will make the catch, and that's out number 2. It's the second time that Callaway Gardens has hosted the Peach Belt Championships. 2 years ago, the women finished second in the first Peach Belt Women's tournament, as Beasley delivers a first pitch strike to Cody Powell. Powell hit by a pitch in the second inning, fouls this one off. It's 0-2. Both Armstrong men and women's golf teams looking for their first ever Peach Belt Conference tournament title. The Pirates have had a couple of individual champions since reinstating the sport in 2001, but have not had a team championship. The women just in their 3rd year of women's golf being a championship sport in the Peach Belt. Big swing and a miss, strike 3, and Powell is out. 1-2-3 go the Pirates in the 4th. We head to the top of the 5th. 2-1 Armstrong. We move to the top of the 5th inning. Hitters 6, 7, and 8 for USC Aiken facing Ethan Bader here in the 5th. Bill Gerstenschlager, the designated hitter, swings and hits a fly ball into deep left field, and this one is caught by Zach Taylor on a fantastic play as he crashes into the fence and robs Gerstenschlager of extra bases.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 32, Ty Bargill.
Well, on a day where Taylor's bat hasn't been as active as you would think, it's been his defense that has been outstanding. He threw out a runner at the plate in the Game 1 12-11 win, and then robs Gerstenschlager of extra bases there with a leaping grab. As Ty Barkle steps in, he hits a fly ball into left field. A little easier play this time for Taylor as he heads over into the gap and makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 10, J.J. Loker.
So 2 down for J.J. Loker. Loker grounded out to second his first time up in this game. 1 for 4 in the doubleheader for the third baseman. And the first pitch from Bader is letter high for a strike. 2-1 our score. Top of the 5th in Game 2 of this Peach Belt Conference Easter Sunday doubleheader. As that pitch is in the dirt and hits off the home plate umpire. So David Meyer will take a short walk. And now he'll be ready to go again. The 1-1 delivery from Ethan Bader is hit to short. Frederick up with it, throws to first in time, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, but 2 outstanding defensive plays by the Pirates. We head to the bottom of the 5th, 2-1 Armstrong.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 17, Mike Barnhill.
Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. An increasingly hazy turning Pirate Field as smoke from the North Florida wildfires makes its way up the coast to us. Mike Barnhill swings on the first pitch from Beasley and skies one into center field, and Carmen drops the ball in the outfield. So Carmen with his second error of the ball game. And so the Pirates, as Scott Strickland makes the call from the dugout of the error, and the Pirates get the leadoff runner on. Carmen, normally sure-handed at shortstop, has had a rough game so far. And the Pirates will bring Casey Maloney to the plate. Maloney 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Maybe we can say he lost that in the smoke. Another throw over to first. Barnhill not moving. As Maloney digs in. Breaking ball right over the plate for a strike. And it's 0-1. 2-1 our score, game 3 of our Peach Belt Conference series. Pacers trying to salvage a game. Pirates trying to pick up the sweep. As Beasley's next pitch is high for a ball. Armstrong has just one league sweep this year. That was North Georgia back on March 10th and 11th. Very similar to this series in that the Pirates had a stave off a 9th inning rally in that one, as North Georgia had the bases loaded in a 1-run ball game in the 9th, but Cody Powell able to pitch the Pirates out of it. Fly ball into right, no trouble for Tankersley as he makes the grab for out number 1. This time it was Ethan Bader coming out of the bullpen.
Number 12, Zach Taylor.
To register the save in a 9th inning rally. Pacers put up 3 in the inning, but Pirates able to preserve the 1-run win, 12-11. Zach Taylor comes to the plate. Doubled and scored in the 3rd. He is 1 for 2 in this game. Grounds this one foul down the first base side for strike 1. Barnhill leads off from first, and again Taylor fouls one off as he pulls it, and it's an 0-2 count. And the 0-2 pitch sails high from Beasley. And the 1-2 pitch is fouled off again by Taylor. Big swing and a miss, strike 3, and Taylor out on strikes. Thought he had fouled it off, but that is the second time that Beasley has struck out Taylor.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 8, Alex Frederick.
Beasley has now struck out 5 through 4 2/3. And it brings up Alex Frederick. And the first pitch from Beasley right over the plate for a strike. Line drive into left field off the bat of Frederick is a base hit. So Alex finally picks up his first hit of the game, or of the day, excuse me. And the Pirates have 2 on now with 2 out for R.J. Dennard, who is 2 for 2 with an RBI.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 32, R.J. Dennard.
Dennard steps in, drove in a run with a single in the third inning. Mike Barnhill on at second. He reached on the dropped pop fly by Stephen Carmen. And Alex Frederick on at first. He singled. And Dennard looks at a strike from Beasley. And it's 0-1. Big swing and a miss of the high fastball, and Beasley gets ahead of Dennard here, 0-2. Bellatani, the center fielder, leading things off for the Pacers. Bellatani looks at a strike at the letters. And it's 0-1. Bellatani grounded out to third in the third after going 3 for 5 in our first game. And Bader delivers another strike, and it's 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed, strike 3, and Bader picks up his fourth strikeout of the game.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 1, Stephen Carmen.
And we go back to the top of the order for Stephen Carmen, who walked, stole second, advanced to third on a sacrifice, and then scored on a wild pitch. And Bader starts him off with a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 fastball bunted down the third base line, and this is going to be an infield hit for Carmen. So Carmen bunts to break up the no-hitter. And the Pacers have their first hit of the day, or of the game, excuse me. And it brings up the catcher, Josh Miller. So Bader went 5 1/3, no hit. Did give up a run. But now in a one-run ball game, has to bear down on Miller. Carmen has stolen a base already, and so Bader throws a couple of throws over to first. Bader's first pitch to Miller is inside for a ball. Swinging a pop-up in the air to left. On the run is Taylor, but he will run out of room. It's now a 1-1 count. The catcher, Josh Miller, 0 for 1 in this game. Sacrificed his last time up. That was with Carmen on at second and nobody out. Swinging a pop foul, that's going to get out of play behind the stands. And it's 1-2. So the 1-2 pitch from Bader hit into left field. That is a base hit. Carmen will head for third. And Miller has a single down the left field line. And the Pacers have the tying run at third with less than 2 out for Nick Arenas.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 6, Nick Arenas.
Nick Arenas looks at the pitch upstairs for a ball from Ethan Bader. Bader having to pitch out of trouble really for the first time all game. Well, first time this game, obviously he had to pitch out of trouble in the top of the 9th of game 1. As there are 2 on, runners at the corners, 1 out. And a 2-0 count on Arenas. Fastball, that's a strike at the knees, and it's now 2-1. Two-one breaking ball, that's outside, and it's now 3-1. Sophomore Ethan Bader. Trying to get out of the 6th. Pop up in foul territory. Dennard can't make the play, and it will fall for a strike. Dennard shaken up on the play, but he will remain in. He fell awkwardly chasing after that foul ball off the bat of Arenas. But he will stay in. And it is now a full count. On the left fielder for the Pacers. And the 3-2 pitch from Ethan Bader is swung on and missed, strike three. And again, the Pirates will concede the steal to Miller as Arenas strikes out for the second out of the inning. And it brings up Tyler Bordeaux with 2 on and 2 out. A pair of runners now in scoring position. And Bordeaux at the plate. Bordeaux is 0 for 2 in this game, grounded out to second in the second, and then struck out in the fourth. First pitch to him is low for a ball. One-0 pitch right over the plate for a strike, and it's 1-1. Bader steps off the rubber as he watches Carmen dancing along the third base line. And now the 1-1 pitch is right over the plate, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Ethan Bader is poked in the air, but foul down the left side. Bordeaux just protecting the plate there, choked up on the bat and sent it over the Pirates' dugout. So again, the 1-2 pitch hit it into third, but Drew Walker will stab it and make the catch to retire the side. A lead-saving catch by Walker, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the sixth, 2-1 Armstrong.
number 24, John Roberts.
John Roberts leads off the bottom of the 6th inning for Armstrong. Roberts reached on an error his first time up, flew out to right his last time up, so he is 0 for 2 in this game. First pitch to him is upstairs for a ball from Derek Beasley, the left-hander. He's limited the Pirates to 2 runs and 5 hits. As this one is hit deep to left, and a shoestring grab by the left fielder Nick Arenas will rob Roberts of a hit and retire the Pirates catcher for the first out of the 6th. So impressive defense on display by both left fielders in our game today. Zach Taylor earlier robbed Gerstenlager of a double. And Clayton Miller is hit by the pitch of Beasley, and Beasley hangs his head. He can't believe it. As the Pirates get a base runner on the hit batter, second batter that Beasley has hit in the game today. And it brings up Drew Walker.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 31, Drew Walker.
Walker 1 for 2 with an RBI single that came in the 2nd inning. Bottom of the 6th, 2-1. Pirates would love some insurance heading into the latter stages of this one, as there is a ground ball into right field. Miller is going to head for third, and that'll be a base hit for Walker, and the Pirates have runners at the corners with just 1 out for Cody Powell. So Walker 2 for 3 in the game, and it brings up Powell.
Number 38, Cody Powell.
Powell has been hit by a pitch. He has also struck out. And a new ball wanted by the pitcher Beasley. And this is the second time that Powell has been up in this game in this position, and the third time in the doubleheader. And it looks like the Pirates will try and safety squeeze the run home if Powell can lay down the bunt. And Powell swings and misses. It was a half swing on a pitch that was up in the zone. And so it's an 0-1 count. Powell didn't look very good or very comfortable bunting at that pitch. And then the next pitch from Beasley is well high for a ball, and it's 1-1. Another throw over to first, and Walker's back to the bag. Runners at the corners. Clayton Miller's on at third. Drew Walker's on at first. The 1-1 pitch to Powell is hit into right. That is a base hit. And the Pirates get that insurance run on the RBI single by Powell. It is 3-1.
Now batting for the Pirates is number 17, Mike Barnhill.
So that brings up Mike Barnhill. Reached on an error his last time up. He has also popped into a double play. And we're going to get a visit to the mound by USC Aiken. There's nobody warming up in the Pacer bullpen, and now some activity begins. So this will just be a little conversation for the Pacers. So we'll step away for a moment and come back. You're listening to Pirate Baseball. meeting on the mound is done, and Barnhill will now face Beasley with 2 on, 1 out, 1 in. Number 31, Taylor P. down in the USC Aiken bullpen starting to throw. As Beasley bluffs a throw to second, but Walker back to the bag. Drew Walker on at second, Cody Powell on at first. They have both singled here in the inning, helping the Pirates extend the lead to 3-1. Beasley's first pitch to Barnhill is fouled off. It was a hit and run, and that pitch was way high. But Barnhill did what he could to foul it off and protect the runners. Oh, 1 pitch, that is a strike. Barnhill was taking all the way, and it's now 0-2. Pitch, golfed into left. And making the catch is Arenas. Walker and Powell will have to retreat, as Barnhill gave it a ride, but just about 5 feet short of the fence. And there are now 2 down in the inning for Maloney.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 7, Casey Maloney.
So that will bring up Maloney, who was 0 for 3 in this game after going 3 for 4 in game 1. Beasley's first pitch hit into right, and that is a base hit. Rounding third is Walker. He will score without a throw. Heading to third is Powell, and the Pirates take a 4-1 lead on the RBI single by Casey Maloney. And that will bring up Zach Taylor, who has been feast or famine against Beasley. He has doubled and scored, but he has also struck out twice, swinging against the left-hander for the Pacers. And the first pitch bounces and gets away from the catcher Miller, and it allows Maloney to steal second. And now they will intentionally walk Taylor for the second time in this doubleheader. And again, we have to watch these intentional tosses because they haven't been on the mark last game or this game. So a 3-0 pitch outside will put Taylor on and load the bases for Alex Frederick, who singled his last time up. He is 1 for 3 in this game.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 8, Alex Frederick.
And this is going to be it for Derek Beasley as head coach Kenny Thomas heads out of the dugout and heads to the mound. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. You're listening to Pirate Baseball. The new pitcher for USC Aiken is sophomore right-hander Taylor Peed, the St. Leonard, Maryland native. Delivers a first pitch strike to Alex Frederick. Peed 2-0 with a 2.45 earned run average on the season, 14 2/3 innings pitched. He has walked, or he's given up only 11 hits. He has walked 4 and struck out 24. And he faces a bases loaded 2-out situation with Alex Frederick at the plate. Beasley went 5 2/3 as that pitch is well high. Gave up 8 hits, 4 runs, walked 1, struck out 6, and all 3 of the runners on base are his responsibility. The 1-1 pitch from Peed is in the dirt, taken for a ball, and they say that Frederick could not hold up on his swing. And it's now 1-2. One-two pitch, hit foul down the third base line. Powell leapt out of the way, but he was in foul territory. Bases full. Cody Powell on at third, Casey Maloney on at second, Zach Taylor on at first. And the 1-2 pitch is in the dirt for a ball, and it's 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch is high, and it's now a full count, so the runners will start on the full count pitch. Taylor Peed with the payoff delivery. And it's low, ball 4, and the walk drives in a run. It's now 5-1.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 32, R.J. Dennard.
R.J. Dennard will bat with the bases loaded for the second time in our doubleheader. In the first game, it was a 3-run triple to right in the third inning that cleared the bases. In this game, R.J. is 2 for 3 with an RBI. Peed's first pitch is right over the plate for a strike, and it's 0-1. 5 runs on 8 hits for the Pirates. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors for USC Aiken as we bat in the bottom of the 6th. 0-1 pitch is inside, almost hit Dennard. And it's now 1-1. One pitch high again, and it's 2-1. Peed in relief of Beasley has already walked in a run. Now his 2-1 pitch to Dennard is in the dirt. Nice stop by Miller behind the plate, but now it's a 3-1 count. So the righty for USC Aiken, a little bit of control issues, came into the game with only 4 walks and 14 2/3 innings, but is having problems here. The 3-1 pitch to Dennard is a strike, and it's 3-2. So we'll do it again. Starting the runners, Maloney from third, Taylor from second, Frederick from first. The 3-2 pitch hit to first, and stepping on the bag will be Barkle, and that will retire the side. But the Pirates plate 3. We head to the top of the 7th, 5-1, Pirates lead. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. We move to the top of the 7th, and a defensive change for the Pirates. R.J. Dennard still suffering the effects of the tumble he took chasing a foul ball, so Drew Walker will move from third to first. And Richie Anderson will come into the game and play third for the Pirates. So Anderson will replace Dennard in the 4th spot in the lineup. And Drew Walker moves over to third as Ethan Bader delivers a first pitch strike to Will Tankersley, who is 0 for 2 in this game with a strikeout and a foul out. 0-1 pitch, big swing and a miss, and it's now 0-2. Pitch fouled off. So the 0-2 delivery from Bader swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will retire Tankersley for the first down of the inning.
Now batting for the Pacers,
6th strikeout for Bader.
Bill Gerstenslager.
And it brings up the designated hitter, Bill Gerstenslager. Gerstenslager hit a towering fly ball to left that Zach Taylor robbed for a base hit. He pops this one up to short. Alex Frederick, a couple of steps on the outfield grass, will make the catch for out number 2.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 32, Ty Barkle.
So that'll bring up the first baseman, Ty Barkle. He swings and fouls off the first pitch from Bader, foul for strike 1. He is flied out twice in this game, once to center and once to left. 0-1 fastball popped up, foul territory. Walker gives chase, but it will hit in the USC Aiken dugout for strike 2. O2 pitch popped up again over towards the Pacer dugout, and again it hits inside the dugout. O2 pitch grounded to second. Barnhill up with it, throws on to first, and 3 up, 3 down go the Pacers. In the 7th, we head to the bottom of the 7th. It's the 7th inning stretch. Stand up wherever you are. Pirates lead at 5-1.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 24, John Roberts.
John Roberts leads off the bottom of the 7th inning for the Pirates, facing reliever Taylor Peed. Peed came in the 6th as Roberts grounds this one to short. Carmen with a long throw to first is not in time, and it gets past the first baseman. It's going to be a hit and an error for Roberts, and the Pirates have a runner at second with nobody out here in the 7th. And unfortunately for Carmen, that's his 3rd error of the game, as the error moves Roberts from first to second. And it brings up Clayton Miller, who was hit by a pitch his last time up. Miller's first pitch is high from Peed for ball 1. One-0 pitch, big swing and a miss on the pitch in the dirt. And it's 1-1. One pitch hit foul back behind the plate. So it's 1-2 now to Miller. 5 runs, 9 hits for Armstrong here in game 2 of our doubleheader. 1 run, 2 hits, 3 errors for the Pacers. Ground ball to second will move the runner to third, and then the throw is low, but a nice scoop at first by Barkle. Bordeaux not far away, threw that one in the dirt, but it does retire Miller and puts Roberts at third with less than 2 out for Drew Walker. Walker singled and scored in the 6th. He is 2 for 3 with an RBI, and it looks like he will not face Peed as a left-hander is up in the bullpen and Kenny Thomas is out to the mound, and a pitching change has been made. So we'll tell you about the new pitcher in a moment. You're listening to and watching Pirate Baseball. The new pitcher for USC Aiken is freshman left-hander Danny Wisman from Arbutus, Maryland. Wisman is the 3rd pitcher of the day. He is 0-1 on the season with a 4.50 earned run average and a save, 10 innings pitched, 5 hits given up. He has walked 8 and struck out 16, and he faces Drew Walker with a runner on third and less than 2 out, and Wisman's first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Infield in for the Pacers, trying to prevent the run from scoring from third. As Walker bats, he is 2 for 3 in this game. Fastball right over the plate, and it's 1-1. One pitch, big swing and a miss, and it's now 1-2 to Drew. Cody Powell waits on deck. Has a swing and a miss, strike 3, and Walker is out for the second out of the inning. So Wisman does his job. He comes in and retires the lefty Walker. The infield will retreat to its normal depth. And it brings up Cody Powell, who singled in a run his last time up. He is 1 for 2 in this game with an RBI. And he swings and misses at the first pitch from Wisman for strike 1. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Pitch down and away, blocked by Miller. And the 1-2 pitch stays upstairs for ball 2. Bottom of the 7th, Pirates leading at 5-1, trying not to waste the leadoff hit by Roberts where he was on second with nobody out, as Powell fouls that one off. Pirates plated 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, and 3 in the 6th. USC Aiken's lone run in this game came in the 4th. The 2-2 pitch is inside, and it's now 3-2 to Powell. And the 3-2 pitch is fouled off, and Miller takes it off the knee. And he is a little shaken up on the play. Armstrong assistant athletic trainer Justin Miller out to check on Josh Miller, but it looks like he is all right. So we'll do it again with a 3-2 count on the Pirates right fielder Cody Powell. Little tapper foul down the third base side. Keeps Powell alive at the plate. And the 3-2 pitch is high for ball 4, so a nice at-bat for Powell. He was down 0-2 in the count and came back and worked a walk. And it will bring up Mike Barnhill.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 17, Mike Barnhill.
Barnhill 0 for 3. Flew out to left his last time up. first pitch to Barnhill is high for a ball. Pirates took game one of this Peach Belt Conference Series yesterday 5-2. As another pitch is high, and Miller wants to talk things over with Wisman. Then the Pirates survived a ninth inning rally to take game two 12-11 and lead it here 5-1. By the way, Pede threw 2/3 of an inning for USC Aiken, gave up a hit and a walk. The runner on third, Roberts, is his responsibility. And so Wisman's 2-0 pitch to Barnhill is a strike, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch in the dirt, and Wisman now in danger of walking the bases loaded. The 3-0 pitch popped up, foul territory, and that will get out of play and run the count full. So the 3-2 pitch hit in the air to right, and this is going to drop for a base hit. Powell will make it to third, and it is a 2-out, 2 RBI single for Mike Barnhill. It's now 6-1.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 7, Casey Maloney.
And so Casey Maloney will bat with runners at the corners, and another new pitcher will come in for USC Aiken. And we'll tell you about him when we come back. You're listening to Pirate Baseball. The third pitcher of the inning for USC Aiken is sophomore right-hander Jake Paget from Gilbert, South Carolina. Paget 0-1 with a 2.08 earned run average and 4 saves. 13 innings pitched, he's given up 8 hits, walked 8, struck out 16, and he faces Casey Maloney with 2 on and 2 out. 1 run in, and a 6-1 Pirate lead. Paget's first pitch to Maloney is in the dirt for a ball. Casey singled in a run his last time up. He is 1 for 4 in this game. Cody Powell on at third. Mike Barnhill on at first. The 1-0 pitch low again, and it's 2-0. Wisman faced 3 batters. 1/3 of an inning, gave up a hit, a walk, struck out 1. As Padgett delivers a strike, and it's 2-1. And the runners on base are his responsibility. 2-1 pitch hit into left. That is a base hit for Casey Maloney. And an RBI. It's now 7-1. And that'll bring up Zach Taylor.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 12, Zach Taylor.
Is that the press box siesta there? Yeah. So Taylor steps in, intentionally walked his last time up, and he lines one to first, but a nice play by Barkle as he will step on the bag ahead of Taylor, robbing the Pirates left fielder from extra bases, and that will retire the side. But the Pirates played 2 in the 7th. We head to the top of the 8th. 7-1 Armstrong.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 10, J.J. Loker.
J.J. Loker leads off the top of the 8th inning for USC Aiken. Loker 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts, swings and misses at the pitch from Bader. And it's 0-1, 7-1. Armstrong leads. Pirates have broken open a close game. It was 2-1 all the way to the bottom of the 6th, but 3 runs for the Pirates in the bottom of the 6th, chasing starter Derek Beasley, and then 2 more added in the 7th. The 0-2 pitch is fouled off by Loker. Bader's 0-2 delivery high for a ball. Again, the Pirates hit the road for 4 games away from Pirate Field this coming week. At Pfeiffer Tuesday, at Flagler Friday and Saturday, and then we'll be back here a week from Tuesday for Augusta State at 3:30. And then later that week, the Pirates will host UNC Pembroke, as that is hit foul over towards the Pacer bullpen. 2 pitch high for a ball, and it's 2-2. So the 2-2 pitch from Bader, high for a ball. It's now 3-2. Three-two pitch, chopped to second. Barnhill will throw to first, and that will retire Loker for the first out of the 8th. And USC Aiken is going to bring in a pinch hitter, as Bryce Bauer will bat in place of Stephen Bellatani.
Bryce Bauer.
Bauer started game 1 of our series yesterday. Came in to pinch run in the 9th of game 1. On the year, Bauer hitting .375, 24 hits and 64 at-bats. Hits this one foul down the left side. And it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch, grounded to third. Anderson waits on it, throws high, and airmails Walker. This is going to be a 2-base error on Richie Anderson, and it will give the Pacers a runner on second with 1 out.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 1, Stephen Carmen.
First error of the game for the Pirates, and we go back to the top of the order for Stephen Carmen, who singled his last time up. He is 1 for 2 in this game and has 6 hits in our doubleheader today. Bader's first pitch is high for a ball. Next pitch is outside for ball 2. Carmen walked and scored in the 4th inning, then reached on a bunt single in the 6th that broke up Bader's minor no-hit bid. Usually that's not an issue unless it's late in the game. And at that point it was still a 1-run ball game, so no trouble with Carmen breaking up the no-hit bid with a single in the 6th. The 2-1 pitch from Bader coming to the Pacer shortstop. Off-speed pitch hit into right. Cody Powell drifts back. He'll make the catch, tagging at second, and heading for third is Bauer, and he will make it safely. So 2 down in the inning for Josh Miller, the catcher, owner of the other hit for the Pacers in this game. Bader's first pitch to Miller is high for a ball. Miller 1 for 2 officially in this game with a single in his last at-bat. He also has a sacrifice. Fastball big, swing and a miss. Still plenty left on the fastball of Bader, as he is now 8 1/3 innings pitched if you count the 2/3 of an inning in game 1. And the fastball from Bader's inside for ball 2. Pitch number 100 for Bader is a strike, and it's now 2-2 on Miller. Two-two pitch hit up the middle, and that is a base hit. So second run of the game scores. It's unearned against Bader, but it makes it a 7-2 ball game and brings up Nick Arenas.
For the Pacers, number 6, Nick Arenas.
Bader's first pitch to Arenas is letter high for a strike. Nick is 0 for 2 with a walk in this game. The top of the 8th, as Bader delivers another strike. And the Pirates trying to pick up their first series win over Aiken in a while, as the next pitch is high for a ball. One-two pitch is fouled off by Arenas last year in Aiken. Pirates had a come-from-behind 6-5 win over the Pacers, but USC Aiken swept the doubleheader on Saturday 4-0 and 10-4. As a pitch in the dirt makes it a 2-2 count. They appeal, but the bases umpire said he did not go. The 2-2 pitch upcoming from Bader in the dirt, and it's 3-2. Three-two pitch swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will retire the side. Pacers get a run, but we head to the bottom of the 8th. 7-2 Pirates. Alex Frederick leads off the bottom of the 8th inning. He'll be followed by Richie Anderson and John Roberts. facing Jake Paget, beginning his second inning of work. Paget delivers a first pitch strike on the inside corner to Alex. 1 for 3 with an RBI in this game. And another strike from Paget has him ahead of Alex. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch is inside for a ball. 1-2 pitch sails high and in. And the 2-2 pitch stays high. So the payoff pitch from Paget popped up. Foul territory over towards the Aiken bullpen, but it will kick out of play. And the 3-2 pitch again is fouled off by Frederick. Well, game one, a 12-11 barn burner. Took 3 hours as Frederick is out on strikes. We're at 2:51 right now in game two. A little less offense, but right about the same pace as Richie Anderson will get his first at-bat of the series.
Richie Anderson.
The junior from Marysville, California, hitting .237 on the year. He looks at a pitch low for a ball. Anderson, 2 home runs, 7 runs driven in, 9 hits, and 38 at-bats. He came in defensively and lifts this one into very shallow center field. The shortstop Carmen now comes on the infield clay and trips over the lip, but still is able to make the grab for out number 2. Defensively, it's been a day Carmen would rather forget.
Number 24, John Roberts.
With 3 errors, and that one almost snake bit him as he came off the outfield grass onto the infield clay as John Roberts looks at a strike from Jake Paget. Roberts 1 for 4. Grounds this one to third, off the third baseman over to the shortstop Carmen, and that is going to be a base hit for Roberts. And the Pirates have 1 on with 2 out for Clayton Miller.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 5, Clayton Miller.
Miller looks at a strike at the knees. Clayton grounded out his last time up. He is 0 for 3. He's been hit by a pitch in this game. And the 0-1 pitch is backhanded by Miller behind the plate. One pitch also low. 12 hits for the Pirates here in game 2. 7 runs, 1 error, 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors for USC Aiken. The 2-1 pitch to Miller is right over the plate for a strike. The 2-2 pitch is in the dirt, so Miller has worked a full count. Paget caught Frederick looking on a 3-2 pitch earlier in the inning. 3-2 pitch here is popped up into foul territory. The first baseman, Barkle, can't make a play on it. So Miller stays alive. And again, the 3-2 pitch down and away, ball 4. So Miller draws the walk, and it puts 2 on with 2 out for Drew Walker.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 31, Drew Walker.
And another pitching change is going to be made for USC Aiken here in the bottom of the 8th. We'll tell you about them when we come back. You're listening to Pirate Baseball. The 5th pitcher of the game for USC Aiken is Taylor Grover. The sophomore right-hander from North Augusta, South Carolina. 0-2 with a 5.54 earned run average and 3 saves. Faces Drew Walker with 2 on and 2 out here in the 8th. 13 innings pitched for Grover, 11 hits, 11 walks, and 21 strikeouts. Grover's 0-1 pitch to Walker is in the dirt for a ball, making it 1-1. 2 on, 2 out. As Padgett pitched an inning, gave up 2 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And the 1-1 pitch is a strike, and it's now 1-2. One-two pitch hit in the air to right, curving, and that will hit foul. John Roberts at second, Clayton Miller at first. 1-2 pitch to Walker is inside for a ball, and it's 2-2. Two-two pitch grounded. Nice stop by the second baseman. Bordeaux throws on to first, and that retires the side. Bordeaux flashes the leather for the Pacers, robbing Walker of a hit, and ending the 8th. We head to the top of the 9th. Pirates lead it 7-2.
Pirates from Douglasville, Georgia, number 46, Travis Morris.
Travis Morris will come in for the Pirates here in the top of the ninth, with the Pirates leading at 7-2. He replaces Ethan Bader, who threw 8 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, walked 2, struck out 7. Morris on the year 4-1 with a 1.63 earned run average, 27 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up just 11 hits. He has walked 7 and struck out 21. His last outing came in the start at Newberry on Tuesday as he picked up the win over the Wolves. And he will face the 4, 5, 6 hitters in the order for the Pacers as Tyler Bordeaux will lead things off for USC Aiken.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 23, Tyler Bordeaux.
Bordeaux lined out to third his last time up. He is 0 for 3 in this game. And Morris's first pitch is high for a ball. Fastball for Morris right over the plate for a strike. The senior from Douglasville, Georgia, in his second year with Armstrong, transferred from Darton College last year, as Bordeaux fouls off the pitch. And it's 1-2. One-two pitch high for a ball, and it's 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch is popped up very shallow center field. Mike Barnhill behind the bag at second will make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 17, Will Tankersley.
So Will Tankersley steps to the plate, and the freshman looks at a strike from Morris. 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts in this game. All 3 of USC Aiken's hits in this game have come from the top 2 hitters in the order. They appeal down to first, and Tankersley did hold up on his swing, so it's 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch sails in for ball 2. A reminder, fans, that our next webcast will come your way a week from Tuesday when Armstrong Baseball will host Augusta State in a non-conference affair here at Pirate Field. 3:30 first pitch for the Pirates and the Jaguars. Only 5 more home games remaining for Armstrong Baseball after today, as a fastball is outside, and it's now 3-2 to Tankersley. The 3-2 pitch is lined into left, and that will fall in front of Zach Taylor for a base hit. So Tankersley has a 1-out single, and it brings up the designated hitter, Bill Gerstenschlager. I have to say, Gerstenschlager is my favorite name of the year. First pitch to him is low for a ball. Gerstenschlager 0 for 3 with a fly out, a pop out, and a strikeout in our game. 1-0 pitch, that's down and away. Nice block by Roberts, and it's 2-0. Morris's 2-0 pitch low for a ball, and it's 3-0, and Morris doing exactly what you don't want to do in the ninth, allow the Pacers to have a thought that they can come back. It's a 5-run lead, but there's now 2 on with just 1 out for Ty Barkle, the first baseman. And a pinch runner at first base for USC Aiken.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 32, Ty Barkle.
Pinch running number 11, Adam Anderson at first base for Gerstenslager. So Anderson on for Gerstenslager at first. And Barkle at the plate. And he swings and hits one into right. That is a base hit. They'll stop the runner at third, and so the bases are now loaded for J.J. Loker.
Now batting for the Pacers, number 10, J.J. Loker.
So all of a sudden, the tying run is on deck for USC Aiken here in the ninth. And another pinch runner is going to come in as number 2, Dylan Durham, will run at first base for Barkle. So after Morris got the first batter in the inning out, he has loaded the bases, and we will now have a new pitcher for the Pirates in the ninth. 7-2 our score. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. You're listening to Pirate Baseball. The new pitcher for the Pirates is Chess Malone, appearing for the second time in our doubleheader. He picked up the win for the Pirates in game number 1 with 2 2/3 innings of relief, and he faces the pinch hitter for USC Aiken, Jawan Gray, and And he hits a tapper to first. Walker will beat Jawan Gray to the bag for the second out. A run scores, so an RBI ground out for Gray makes it a 7-3 ball game. And it brings up the center fielder, Bryce Bauer. With runners on second and third, and now two down.
Number 7, Bryce Bauer.
Bauer looks at a pitch low for a ball, and it's 1-0. So Malone pitching in a save situation. The tying run was on deck when he entered. Ground ball to second. Barnhill up with it, throws on to first, and that will end it. The Pirates take the series and sweep the Pacers here 7-3 in game number 2 of our doubleheader after winning game 1 12-11. Ethan Bader's your winner. He improves to 8-3 on the year. Chess Malone picks up the save for the Pirates. That is his first of the year, and Derek Beasley takes the loss for the Pacers. He falls to 6-3. And we will talk to you a week from Tuesday when the Pirates host Augusta State in a 3:30 p.m. contest here at Pirate Field. Chad Jackson saying good afternoon from Savannah. Pirates win it 7-3.